In today's video, we're continuing our coverage on the Marvel Cinematic Universe ever since the second trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine released just over a week ago, I think it is. The rumor mills, the theories, the scoops about who's returning, not just for Deadpool 3, but who's returning for multiple projects, who's going to appear in Avengers Secret Wars. It's a really good time to be a Marvel fan because there's so much news, rumors, theories to talk about. So if that's your kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Multiverse, pop culture based content that I direct to cover on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below, out of all the crazy rumors for Deadpool 3, Avengers 5, Avengers 6, and any other Marvel project in between, which project are you most looking forward to? And if you could become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1, it helps keeps the lights on at the RESHOOT channel. Also check us out on Instagram at RESHOOT to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also if you could, check us out on Twitter, RESHOOT, which is my smallest social media platform by a mile. So if you could do that, it'd be much appreciated. So careful with spoilers. I don't want to ruin your life because I don't know how true this rumor is. But it's coming from an industry insider that at the moment has a decent-ish track record. So recently, in the last week or so, a rumor came out that Chris Evans was returning to play the Human Torch in Deadpool and Wolverine. And as soon as that rumor came out, people were thinking, yo, so is he going to return for Secret Wars? Because as we know, when we get to Avengers 6, we've got to get to Kang's Dynasty first. Kang's Dynasty is still called that on the official Disney official updated slate. So Kang is still going to be involved. So ever since that Human Torch, Chris Evans, cameo or whatever it's going to be, apparently it's much more than a cameo, appeared, the whole, oh, is he going to return for Secret Wars? But let's be honest, every single person that was in the MCU has been rumored to be returning for Secret Wars. So we know the Chris Evans Human Torch scene is most likely going to be real. Why? Because it makes sense from a narrative. It makes sense from a story point of view. He was the Human Torch, so it would make sense in a kind of gag reel, if you like. Not only that, Chris Evans was in Ryan Reynolds' other movie, Free Guy, literally with the Captain America reference, so it would make sense. So My Time to Shine is claiming that after filming his cameo for Deadpool and Wolverine, he signed on to return for Avengers Secret War. He'll most likely play a variant of Captain America. Now, I think if they're going to pull that off, he would have to kind of be Hydra, like an evil Captain America. But the only problem with that is if they're going to follow the whole battleground, battle world, heroes versus villains, are we going to get the old Avengers who have died or retired being on the villain side? That would be an interesting spin. And Chris Evans has always said he would return if the story made sense. He wouldn't want to abolish his way. He decided to walk away as old man Captain America and then gave the shield to the new Captain America, who no one so far has actually accepted. That's just factually correct. No one accepts that. But it does make me believe that if this is true, then the Robert Downey Jr. rumors have already started to come out, because recently he said he would return after winning his Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for Oppenheimer. Actually, he won Best Supporting Actor for literally everything, including an Oscar. So yeah, it looks like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are returning for Secret Wars. But to actually come out and say he's already signed is a little bit far-fetched, maybe. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. But you got to understand, Avengers Secret Wars is so far away, they haven't even started filming Avengers 5. So the current release date on the schedule for Avengers 5 is 2026, the 5th month. And then the current release date for Avengers Secret Wars is 2027, the 5th month. Yo, why do freaking Americans write their dates really weird? So the 5th month would be May. According to Slate, May 2026, May 2027. Has Chris Evans really signed on for a movie that's literally years away? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he hasn't. But there are wild rumors going around for literally everything at the moment since that first official trailer came out. So, also in the news, Michael B. Jordan, was Human Torch in one of the Fox movies, and he put something on his Instagram stories, and then the internet went crazy, and because Hugh Jackman Instagram storied it and put hearts on it, Hugh Jackman has responded to Michael B. Jordan promoting Deadpool and Wolverine. It doesn't mean he's going to appear in it, but like I keep saying, if any actor has played a Fox character, whether it be the X-Men, whether it be the Fantastic Four, whether it be someone in Deadpool 1 or 2, they could very well appear. We could even have some cameo role for some variation of Galactus. So if Michael B. Jordan does appear, that would be cool. But it's not exclusively saying, oh, Killmonger's going to return. It's literally just saying that he reposted a story. Also in the news, according to the internet, both versions of Blade will appear in Avengers Secret Wars, adding 2 versions of several characters will appear in movies. So what is this saying? That Mahershala Ali's version of Blade and Wesley Snipes' version of Blade will appear. Now, I do find that interesting because the way he kind of left wasn't really in the best possible way. Now, the current release date for Blade is 2025 November. So potentially that could happen. Potentially, if all these movies coming out, next year is going to be so heavy with movies, with Captain America Brave New World Order coming out, Marvel's Thunderbolts, Asterix coming out, Marvel's Fantastic Four coming out, Blade coming out. So apparently there's 4 movies for Marvel next year, and then we get Kang's Dynasty the year after, and then Secret Wars the year after. It's a freaking good time to be a Marvel fan at the moment, with the rumor mill going absolutely freaking insane. So there has been a lot of rumors when we've covered it about the X-Men reboot. There's been a bit of an update here. Apparently the source is Daniel RPK. Marvel wants a writer that can handle both comedy and drama very well. Focus likely on female characters. We'll introduce a few characters we haven't seen in live action before, along with the original members we all know and love. So the other report came from Holyfield News, who was saying that Binary and Professor X and Beast, basically the post-credit scene with Captain Marvel 2, that was going to be the universe where the X-Men are going to be from in the MCU. Now, that would make sense. And it's quoting Daniel RPK. Whether he said it or not is a very different story. But with the success of X-Men 97, apparently Kevin Feige is potentially going to make that canon. So with the success of X-Men 97, I do believe they are going to rush and foreshadow the X-Men way earlier than what they're going to be. Obviously, the X-Men are going to be in Deadpool 3, but that's the Fox universe stuff. That's not actually the MCU X-Men. And no, Hugh Jackman won't be playing Wolverine long term. So also in the news, there's some other rumored movies, which I find it funny going over this kind of stuff. The next Thor movie will have a very different director unless Kevin Feige asks Taika Waititi to return again. No, he won't, which it's almost a good thing and a bad thing, but you got to think he did Thor Ragnarok, which was so cool. He just missed the freaking bag in that one. Young Avengers movie is rumored to be part of Phase 6, but later in the phase. Really, Midnight Suns, the movie, will feature a very different team to the comics. Now, the Scarlet Witch movie, which I have no idea if this is true, but for some reason, it keeps coming up that Elizabeth Olsen is returning. The movie could end Phase 6, been in the early stages for development Marvel Studios for a while, but now rumors say it may be a very different title or very different project. I mean, for me, as someone that's been doing this kind of stuff for years, when I read something like that, that just tells me that this Twitter scooper wannabe, wherever it initially came from, is literally just making things up, which I find fascinating. So also in the news, there's been more reports that the Tobey Maguire appearing in Deadpool and Wolverine was apparently supposed to be real, but Sony wouldn't allow it. So, also in the news, according to My Time to Shine, a Juggernaut variant is set to appear in Deadpool Wolverine. And like I keep saying, anyone who's appeared in Deadpool 1 or 2, any of the Fox X-Men movies, or any of the Fantastic Four movies could very well appear. But it's not going to be a case where we get insane cameos that don't make sense. I mean, whether the post-credit scene is insane, I don't know. But the unofficial kind of rumblings that are going around is the post-credit scene for, in fact, some Twitter people have said this, the post-credit scene for Deadpool and Wolverine is going to set up a huge multiversal concept, a huge multiversal threat. There's no Avengers at the moment. I know people are saying that Captain America, the new Captain America movie, is going to set up a new Avengers team, but really, is that really going to be happening? It would make more sense for it to happen in a multiversal movie. For instance, Doctor Strange 3, which time runs out. It hasn't even been confirmed yet, but it's definitely going to be in the run-in because the last movie turned over $950 million and was probably one of the best Phase 4 movies, in my opinion. And then again, Deadpool 3 should set up a major multiversal threat or concept. And maybe this is why the Chris Evans rumor might be true. You never know. We could get Hydra Captain America or a multiversal variant or somebody going to try and find the multiversal Avengers and finding out that Iron Man's actually evil, that Captain America's evil, and that would be freaking insane. Mind-blowing post-credit scene. Could we get an evil Hulk? I don't know. Could we get World War Hulk? I don't know, but I'm very invested and very excited for what is coming, because I've got no idea where they're going with the storyline. And you've probably seen a lot of videos going around going, will Deadpool and Wolverine save the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well, from a financial point, they don't really need saving. Yes, they lost a lot of money on Ant-Man 3 and they lost a lot of money on Captain Marvel 2, but cumulatively, over the last 10 years, Marvel's made a lot of money. So you'll see a lot of type of creators talking about, oh, will Deadpool and Wolverine save Marvel or destroy it? Well, I don't think it would do either. I think it's going to make a bucket load of money. It's just a case of what the freaking hell has Kevin Feige and the people over at Marvel Studios got lined up after that? Because there is no other multiversal movie coming out. You've got Captain America, you've got the Marvel's asterisk, and there's no other multiversal movie, if you like. Are they going to tee up Avengers 5 straight after, which is reportedly going to start shooting sometime soon, because reportedly the people in that movie have been told to clear their schedule because they're going to start shooting? I don't know. So it's really like indicative and fascinating where whatever they change during reshoots, if they actually change anything. And to be honest, no scooper has any idea what they will and won't change unless they do a test screening, because it's hyperbolic, it's over marketing, it's trying to sell you a story for whatever comes out. I mean, there's going to be so much freaking hype about what is going to be going on in the ending of Deadpool. Oh my God, they're changing the whole plot. That it's going to build so much hype, to the point now where people are already saying that it's very hyperbolic, but it's getting the fans hyped up. It's getting anticipation there. Is it going to have the hype train of Avengers Endgame or Avengers Infinity War? I don't know, but I'm really interested to find out where you guys think it's going to go. If the Chris Evans story about him returning for Secret Wars is cool, is true, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. said he would return, so is everyone going to appear in Secret Wars? Because if that's the case, the budget for Secret Wars is going to have to be in excess of like $500 million. We know if you take away the actual tax credits that they got for filming in the UK, the Ant-Man 3 cost before marketing $330 million. So if they are getting the likes of Chris Evans and the likes of RDJ back, Secret Wars may end up costing like $500 million. And if they are doing that, they're most likely going to shoot back-to-back Avengers 5 and 6, which would be freaking insane. And if Kang is still an indicative part of the storyline, are they recasting Jonathan Majors? There's so much up in the air. What the hell are Marvel going to do? So like always, guys, thank you very much for checking out today's video. Please become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1, and I'll catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch ya later.